Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2, baby. Let's go. Hey everyone, welcome back to the garage. Got a great video planned today. I am absolutely stoked. Got this brand new 900R that we just finished up building at Team Vincent Motorsports. We just got it back also from my buddy Chris Ledger over at Ledger Performance. Just starting to get things kind of set up with this sled for the upcoming riding season. What I thought I would do today in kind of typical Sledaddicz fashion is take you guys through a bit of a walk around video of this new 900R in the G5. I was really looking forward to kind of getting this sled, but before I get into it, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the mock because I know some guys are gonna pick me out on this. They're gonna be like, well, Mike, you got rid of the mock. You had a 900R, you didn't like it. Well, that's not exactly true. I did like the motor. I love the 900 motor. There's absolutely nothing at all wrong with this motor. It's fantastic. What I was disappointed in was the fact that we got sold a Mach Z that was supposed to be this hyper sled that, in my opinion, really didn't turn out to be the hyper sled that it was kind of cooped up to be. And again, never really had a problem. I've ridden 4-strokes for a long time. I've had multiple Ski-doo 1200s plus that Mach Z. I've never had an issue with them, and I like them. And to be honest, for what we do for big miles up in northern Quebec and northern Ontario, 4-stroke makes sense. So we went and decided, and as soon as I knew it was coming out in the G5, we placed the order for one this year, and I'm really excited about this one. And yeah, let's take you guys through. We'll do a quick walk around video and show you what I've done to the sled. All right, guys and girls, feast your eyes on the brand new 2024 Ski-doo Renegade 900 Ace Turbo R XRS. The sled is absolutely sick. Hyper silver with the Spartan red accents. Really just a really beautiful looking package. This is now in the new G5, which looks like they've sort of trimmed up the front end just a little bit up top, and you still got kind of the same beefy bottom end that I had, or I was used to on my Mach Z in the Gen 4. This sled really looks beautiful. So we'll give you a front to back on her, tell you about some of the changes they've made for 2024. First things first, you'll see just design wise, nice tinted windshield with matching tinted handguards. Was really nice to see that. I was kind of surprised to see on Jesse's MXZ 850 that it came with tinted handguards, but it didn't come with a tinted windscreen. Thought that was weird. Maybe it was a mistake. We should probably check into that. But I really like the way this looks. I'm not going to touch any of that. I think it actually is perfect the way it is. Nice that we get the low windshield on it. Allows us ample room when we're putting on our G5 glove box extension, which I've already done. It already comes with your side deflectors. It basically just comes ready to ride for the trail, which, I mean, frankly, I feel like they should just do the same thing for the 850. I'm not sure why they don't. Anyway, there's probably reasonings. I don't know why. This one's fully loaded. We got smart shocks up front, which we're huge fans of. Had them on the Mach. I love them. Had them on my 850 last year. I just think that they work really well. Super easy, making it simple for us. Click of a button, adjust your ride down the trail, and away you go. I really just love the simplicity of it. No more clicking, no more this, that, the other. Just do it on the fly, on the bars, and away you go. One thing that's new for this year is this sled actually has a fan under there. So we did do some running with it yesterday, and you could hear the fan come on after the sled gets hot. So that's a really nice addition. So it's got a radiator fan built in there, and really nice to just hopefully help keep her nice and cool. What else have we got here? So what's different for this year? Obviously, we're excited about the adjustable brake lever. This was something I changed last year on my Backcountry X. As per Jeff's recommendation, I put the Ergo one on. It actually wasn't adjustable. So when I heard that Ski-doo was coming out with these for this year, I was actually quite excited about it. And I think that's just a really nice feature. I love this new brake and brake lever. And not only that, is it just sort of more comfortable and you know, completely, you know, personalized to you based on how far you want it away from the bars. It's also got this new 4-piston caliber brake system, which according to some of my more mechanically inclined buddies who really know their stuff, you know, Chris Ledger was telling me yesterday that this new brake setup, the 4-piston caliber brake setup, should be a much better setup and much closer to probably what we were experiencing on Polaris. We know we love their brake system. Everybody loves it. It works really well. You know, and I did get to try it already, so it does seem to work really well. Definitely better than the old one. What else we got? So all, you know, the same kind of integrated controls that we had on our 850 to control the big 10.5-inch display that we've got going, obviously, and we love our technology, so there ain't no way that we're getting one of these without the 10.25 display, which you know, looks pretty sweet. And then we've got that glove box extension for the G5 already mounted with my Garmin mount on top, ready to rock and roll to get my mapping for the trails. Got my Skidoo handlebar pad on top of the far riser. And what was also interesting was Jesse's 850 did not come with a far riser. So looks like the 900s are still getting them. Again, not sure what Skidoo's doing. I think they're, you know, cheaping out a little bit maybe on the 850s. But, you know, his sled didn't come with one. So we bought one, we threw it on there and ripped off, you know, whatever it came with. We've got this really nice anodized black custom gas caps that we have made from our buddy Aaron Smith up in Stainer. He does a great job, so we always put those on just to kind of tie in the look. Obviously love E-Link, so we've got E-Link installed pretty much on all of our sleds that we get, just to help with the integration of your visor cord right into the key. Which is really nice. Love the way that works. We know we've talked a lot about E-Link over the years, and no surprise that we, you know, we would add it to this sled. Hopefully you noticed I've got our new Sledaddicz premium knee pad kit installed on this wide body as well. Nice little laser etching of our Sledaddicz logo down there. This is the brushed gray option. I think it matches obviously really nicely with the sled. Beautiful little pin line. These are perfectly fitted to the panels, and we've just launched them this year, so we've been very excited, and it looks like other people are too. So thank you to all the folks who have been you know, recently shopping on our store. We really appreciate it. What's also new for this year is if you look at the seat and you get a view of that, they've actually redesigned the seat, and I'm happy to say it's a bit firmer than what it used to be, because if you watched any of my early mock videos, that was the first thing that came off was the seat. I was not happy with it. It was too soft for me. Every time I hit bumps, I could feel my ass on the gas tank. It just wasn't the right seat, and I ended up putting an 850 seat on. Much better design. This looks great. It's firmer, and not only that, you now can actually add, and it will fit, your trail seat bag on the back. So they've you know, gone back to the same battery covers as well, so that you can use that on the back there, as you can see as how I've got it on the new 900R. So that's great to see, because I went through this phase where I had to swap I had to swap my battery cover to match the narrow seat that I put on it. And then I had to buy a different combo bag. I mean, it was a whole mess, and spent a whole bunch of money as always, you know, to kind of get it the way that I wanted it. So it was nice to see Ski-doo kind of making those changes this year, and I'm really, really, really happy with that seat so far. Can't wait to get some real miles on, but so far it just feels great. It's like nice and narrow up front, and then gives you kind of a nice pad back here for your butt. So I love it. Now, just coming to the back here, you can see I've got my new Sledaddicz shim kits added already for my link accessories. So those will take my link bags and all my gas caddy, my bags up 1/8 of an inch off of the tunnel, keep from any scratches, and just keep her looking mint. So those look fabulous. And again, big thanks to everybody. We've been pushing a lot of those out this year through the web store. So again, a huge thank you to all you folks who have bought them from us. We absolutely love them, and we think you guys are going to love them too. All right, let's move down to the business end. So this is not the stock track. We just got her back from my buddy Chris over at Ledger Performance. And we've gone with a different setup. We're going to, the sled came with a 1.5 inch pre-studded ice ripper. We ripped that off and put on a 2-ply Ripsaw 2. So it's a stronger track, arguably one of the best trail tracks out there for aggressive riding, lots of power. And you're gonna notice these beautiful Woody's studs with these awesome backers that, you know, some of you have probably seen these out there. I've wanted them for quite some time. They are hands down the most expensive backers out there, but that is a solid one-piece aircraft aluminum grade construction backer. And these are made by a company called Performance Stud Stars. And I've, like I said, wanted them for a long time. Chris, you know, got a couple of his customers this setup for this year. And believe it or not, I'm actually only running 96 studs on this 900R. And my mock actually had 144. So what we've done is Chris has recommended a longer stud for me and just go with less studs. And these are 1.575s. I know, get back in your chair. You're gonna tell me, oh Mike, those are way too long for a 1.25 track. I know, I said the same thing to Chris. I'm like, you sure we can do that? Yes, absolutely. Totally fine. These guys have a lot of experience from a performance standpoint, and you know, they're experts. I've never claimed to be the performance expert. And they, you know, I know a bunch of guys that run these 900s and they run longer studs. And I've had a lot of conversation. In fact, that has been probably the main topic of all my conversations with folks this week has been around stud length. And, you know, I'm really excited to get some miles now. I've got kind of a longer stud. It's going to give me better traction, better penetration into the ground. And, you know, this thing's going to be killer. I've already had a chance to give it a couple of laps. I've got 10 kilometers on it, and I can already tell right off the bat, way better setup. So I'm really excited about this year, and I think it's going to work really well for the perfect balance for, you know, traction, really good traction performance, and you know, given all the miles that we do. So that's a killer setup so far that I'm looking forward to putting more miles on. All right, what else have we got? I think that's probably it for the most part. I mean, everything else pretty much, you know, the same. Like I said, just some of those slight changes. Really, again, just loving the look of the G5. Absolutely beautiful looking sled. All right, guys, well, thanks for watching today's video, and certainly excited to be putting a bunch of miles on this new 900R and getting lots and lots of content for you guys to see this year as we travel around Ontario and Quebec and load up the miles. Thanks for watching the video, and we shall see you on the next one.